Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video we are looking at my portfolio. It is that time again where we look at the portfolio, look at the individual stocks, look at dividends, how much basically I'm expecting next couple of months, and any buys and sells. Before we start looking at the actual portfolio, one of the things that I want to talk about today is the fact that we've gotten so many new subscribers to the channel, and I appreciate that. That's absolutely amazing. And I know some of you have no idea who I am and what I'm doing here, so I kind of want to reintroduce myself and talk about the plan and why I started this journey. So my name is Mahmoud. I am computer scientist by trade, and I started this channel because in 2018, I think, I started doing research about stock markets. I haven't had the guts to actually put money in. 2019, 2020, beginning of 2020 is when I started thinking about the stock market. Then I opened an account with a broker that actually used to charge me about £11 or whatever every single trade. Then I moved over to Trading 212 in April 2020. Since then, I have been investing, basically putting money every single month into this portfolio. I do have another small portfolio that's for just family only, and I only started a couple of months ago. So that was one of the, that's a very small, and I'll explain basically later what that portfolio is about. Because if you are new here, you probably have no idea the fact that I actually own a one-bedroom apartment in the UK where I get rental income from. So I'll talk about that later on. So yeah, so basically I've been putting money into this account for a while. Then around end of 2021, I started this channel, and the reason I started was because I was looking around and I genuinely couldn't find it's basically a Sharia compliant person, website, company that were putting information out there to help us Muslims to actually start investing in the stock market. So I was doing a lot of research at the time, and I was learning so much. I just felt like, there must be a community of people out there. So I created the channel just to share my journey, and obviously to hopefully help somebody else out there start investing. And I hope you appreciate that, because to be honest with you, I'm not making any money out of this channel. It's the fact that I'm actually doing what I'm doing right now just to help others and obviously document my own journey. Because I was just looking at this morning, like when you look at when I first started this. So for example, this time, 1st of May 2020, I only had 1,380, right? And right now I've got this, so I can document what happened since I actually started in this channel. So I'm hoping the next 5 to 10 years I can actually see the growth of this thing. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I started, and obviously to share my knowledge and information that I have with you guys. So if you appreciate that kind of content and you appreciate what I'm doing here, what I'm trying to achieve, can you just give the videos a like, please? It genuinely helps the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do that, please. And obviously, if you haven't shared with your family and friends, because this is what I realized. When I was starting this channel, I was talking to my little brother, who's about 20, what is he now? Second year university, right? About 20th. Wait, he's 19 going on 20 now. So when I was talking to him, he absolutely had no idea. And I was talking to him about, he now watches the channel and he started his investment journey. But that's one of the reasons I thought, let me see how many people out there can actually relate to what I'm doing and hopefully learn something with me while I'm actually on this journey. So yeah, that's just to kind of give you an overview of who I am and what I'm doing here and the reason I've started this channel. And I hope you appreciate that, and I hope you can actually let me know what you're investing in. And if you're out there still worried about whether you should invest or want to get in touch, let's talk about it. I'm sure there are a community of people here that could potentially help you, okay? Just like they've helped me. Genuinely, by doing this channel as well, it's helping me to actually make better decisions in terms of investment, because I don't want to put content out there that could potentially ruin someone else's, investments or whatever. So I'm quite cautious of what I do. But remember, I am genuinely not a financial advisor. I'm just doing what I'm doing here to just share with you guys my journey. Okay, right, let's now get started. It's like almost 4 minutes into the video, but let's get started and start looking at generally the overall portfolio. So we'll start with the buys and sells first, and then we'll talk about the rest. Now, the sales are only one company right now, and that is Pfizer. Pfizer, I had, I think, about 15 shares or 25 shares. I can't remember what it was. And I sold it for $288. I think I made a profit of about 100 to 200 pounds. I can't remember exactly right now. One of the reasons I sold out of Pfizer was the fact that there will be definitely slowdown in terms of revenue because of COVID vaccine. Because in a couple of years down the line, we will definitely stop taking this crazy vaccine, whatever, because of, obviously, inshallah, things will get better and the revenue is going to slow down. And when that happens, right now the stock's just been going up and up, and I think I sold it when it was like $52 per share, and right now it's coming back down again or whatever. So the reason I sold it out of it was because of the slowdown in the next couple of basically quarters. If the stock hits, for example, if they come out and say, okay, COVID vaccine is no longer selling, and basically there's a slowdown in terms of revenue side of things, the stock definitely will tank and possibly will come back down to earth. I would love to buy again this stock maybe about 45 or lower. If it goes below 45, I think I'm gonna buy again, because I genuinely do like the company. It's just right now I just don't like the valuations, and I don't like the fact that there's one product that's kind of, they had 70% growth in just a couple of years because of COVID vaccine. So I just want to take my profit, sit on the side, wait for a pullback, hopefully, and then get in if that's possible. Again, I'm not trying to time the market, but with Pfizer, I've seen it, I've done it before. So I think I might just wait around for a little bit. And obviously, I needed that money because there were actually better investments out there, like the ones that you see here right now. So I bought one share of Colgate for $71, 71 pounds, and that added basically £1 and 47 pence. Now I bought another 1.4 shares of United Postal Services, and this is one of the companies I'm definitely bullish on. It's not undervalued at the moment, but I'm just buying and nibbling just here and there whenever I get the opportunity. And the dividend's quite nice. It's almost to £6. 3M is one of my favorite companies. Again, it's down a lot, so I'm buying a little bit here and there wherever I can. I think I'm going to buy more of this company this month. So that one share that I bought this month, last month in June, added $3, £3 and 74 pence. Now next one is the Procter & Gamble. I actually bought 4 shares and now own 20. I think that cost me £443 and that added about £10 to my overall income. Medtronics, I bought about 3 shares that added about £5, and S&P Global, I actually own now 4 shares in total. That cost me £544 and that added almost £6 to my overall. Qualcomm, I bought 2 more shares, so now I own 22 shares, I think. Okay, then that added £4 to my overall. And then Lowe's is a company that I'm definitely adding to in the next couple of weeks, because it's now in a fair value where they're actually undervalued at them so much, to the point I'm going to add more shares of this. I think I own 10 shares, but I just bought 0.31 shares of that company. I think that was a dividend that I got paid and I just put it into Lowe's. And ASML is a new addition, so I've talked about that in the last video. And also I've talked about Tritax and Seagros. Basically those 3 companies, I've done a video. If you haven't seen it, go and watch that video. So that added about £1 and 60 pence. Now the 2 ETFs, the Islamic ETFs, I just added £100. Okay, so the waiting for these ETFs basically 60-40. So I bought 60 pounds of that one, 40 pounds of this one, and I'm gonna keep doing this. I haven't done this basically since I put in £1,000 long time ago, and that was it. So now what I'm going to do every month is I'm going to add £100 to these ETFs and then see how it goes. Okay, it doesn't, in terms of dividends, it's not great, but I want to see if I invested only in these ETFs and forget about the individual stocks, what would have happened. I want to see the expense ratio as well. I think the expense ratio thing will come out in November, whatever. So when it does, I want to find out. I want to let you know how much actually I got charged and kind of predict what will happen if I put all my money into these 2 ETFs. Now, I wouldn't advise anyone to do that because they have a massive overlap. the top 10 companies are almost identical between these two ETFs. So you have to be really careful because you're doubling up. Okay, so we're talking about the J&Js and Procter & Gamble's and so on. And like I said, these two companies, I've already talked about it in the last video. So all in all, I spent £1,200 and 488 of that came from Pfizer, and that added about £40 and 51 pence of future dividends to my overall portfolio, which is really nice. Okay, while we're talking about dividends, okay, let's quickly talk about that. Now, June 2022, I've been paid £194 and 31 pence. Now, June of 2021 was about £95, £96 almost. June of 2020 was only £11. And that, to be honest, makes me really happy to see that growth over the last 3 years. Okay, so since I started this portfolio, you can see the growth between, and I'm putting more money because I can see that happening right now. Okay, so the last year I got paid £558, but this year I'm already being paid midway through the year, and so I've already been paid £487, which is really, really good if you think about it. Okay, so I'm hoping the next couple of months, six months, okay, hopefully I can double this up. Okay, hopefully I can double that. And the way it looks right now is this. Okay, according to Simply Save Dividends, which actually sometimes doesn't give me accurate because it depends on when I add a new stock or whatever. But as you can see here, July I'm only getting paid about $34, and in August it's 61, and September, because a lot of the companies that I own pay June and September, a lot more in December and so on, a lot more than, well, they pay basically their dividends in those months. Okay, so $303 in September. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. That might even go out higher, because if, for example, J&J pays them, let's see who pays this in September. Yeah, for example, J&J pays in September. So if I buy a couple of more shares in J&J before the exit dividends days, that's going to increase as well. So 300, and then as you can see, October is not great. November is again the same, for $62, and then December again 270. So as you can see, hopefully I can finish it in the next couple of months, okay, with at least another $500 to $600, which will probably work out about £500, £550 also. So yeah, it looks like I'm on target when it comes to that. So we will see. But again, I love to see that dividends. I love to see the fact that this is growing, and I can see that. Okay, and I track it. Every penny that I receive, I actually track it and make sure, because I want to see what is possible. Okay, and the reason I want to do that is because hopefully at some point in my life, I want to be able to live off these investments that I'm making right now. And I'll share that. I've got a couple of videos lined up in the next few weeks, next couple of days, that I want to talk about more about investing side of things, other than just analyzing stocks and why we invest and all that kind of stuff. So let's quickly go over. So that's buys and sells and dividends. Quickly go over the whole portfolio. And as you can see here, 7.5% is J&J. Again, Microsoft, Air Products and Chemicals, Home Depot, 3M, Adobe, Cummins, Procter & Gamble, Qualcomm, and Salesforce. These are my top 10 right now. This changes obviously depending on what's happening. Some days is Microsoft, some days is 3M, basically not 3M, J&J, because obviously if the one goes down, the other one goes up, is because in terms of money-wise, they're not that much a difference. If I can show you £4,000 in J&J, and Microsoft should be about 3,800 almost. Right, so let's have a look. 3M, again, I'm down 12%. Adobe down 14%. Again, I'm definitely adding to 3M in the next couple of weeks. Adobe, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might buy a little bit more of Adobe and Salesforce, but I haven't made a decision on that one yet. Air Products and Chemicals, it was down actually quite a bit recently, but now it's up about 2.5%. Amgen has been up for a while now, 27%. This is one of the companies that used to be down a lot. ASML is a new addition, so 11% down. Broadcom, I'm up quite a bit. Again, this is another company I'm definitely adding to in the next few weeks, because it definitely, I looked at it last time. Actually, let me quickly show you. Last time I bought this company or anything was actually May of 2021. So for a whole year, I haven't actually touched that. They paid me £11 in dividends. They paid me 11 again, 12, almost 13 pounds there, 14 pounds there. So the dividend is increasing, but I actually haven't done anything else to it. And right now it seems is basically on discount. So I'm definitely adding to it next couple of months. I wish they did a split, even although it doesn't make sense. Psychologically, sometimes it's easier to buy a share when it's quite low than actually when it's, because per share right now, this company, I think is about 400 something, almost 400 pounds. But yeah, Colgate is a new addition, so it's been there about a couple of months now. It's up right now about 11%, because consumer staples have been going up quite a bit. So I'm stopped buying now, so I'm gonna wait to pull back if it happens. If not, I'm just gonna keep that 18 shares. Cummins is another company that has been down for a very long time, but right now it's only about 3%, so not bad. Home Depot seems fairly valued at the moment, so about 8% up, so I'm going to keep it there. And then you got the two ETFs there. J&J, I think my biggest holding right now, as well as I've got 24%. I'm up 24%, or £800. I think Microsoft is the closest. Let me see. Microsoft, I'm up about basically 900. But yeah, £800 up. This is one of the companies I've had in my portfolio since the beginning. KLA, again, down a little bit, about almost 6%. Lowe's, up about 6%. Medtronics is another company. I'm still buying this company. Right now, I think it's about 80, what is it, 90. Ooh. All right, I'm going to leave it for maybe a couple of weeks and then see if it pulls back again. Ideally, I would love to buy basically, below 90. We'll see. Merck, I haven't touched this for a while. Right now, up £450. Microsoft, we've already seen about 31% up. PPG is definitely another company I'm adding to in the next few weeks. This is one great company, but feels like because of their limited free cash flow, I'm a little bit hesitant to buy more of it, but we'll see what happens. Procter, I would have loved to be on the Sherwood-Williams, which is actually another company that's similar sort of a product. That would have been actually better. But it's too expensive, that one, for now. Procter & Gamble, like I said earlier, I own 20 shares right now, £337 up, or 16% up. Qualcomm, 22 shares, and I'm up right now about 2%. It was down, I think it was just this weekend, I think it was down, but it's back again. RB is one of the companies I've completely neglected. I've always said I will add to it, but I haven't had, and it's kind of gone up a little bit. So I'm waiting it to go back maybe to up to £60 per share. So if that happens, I'm going to add 4 more shares and just leave it alone. Rio Tinto, I haven't bought in much lately, just 10 shares right now, down about 12%. So I'm just going to leave it there. S&P Global, definitely adding to it. I want to get at least another share to round it up to 5 shares for now. Salesforce is another company that's been up and down. You know what? The other day, actually, it was only I was only down about £40. It was so close. It was £40, and then it went down again. But yeah, that's the company. This company, I'm just gonna keep it in there for a long time. We've seen these two companies just in the last video. Unilever, still the same, still down, but just 6% right now. At some point it was almost, I think it was down about £300-400. Right now it's only £135. So my break even will be about £41, and right now it's £38. So not bad. The next one is Union Pacific. This company, I think it was up almost to £500, but it's come down quite a bit. I'm waiting it to be maybe about 200 per share. Then I'm going to add 3 more shares and just leave it alone. This company, definitely UPS is one of the companies I want to own for a long time. So I'm going to see if I can add to it in the next few weeks. But the issue is it's not cheap yet. Okay. VF Corporations is just going to stay there for a while. I don't know what I'm going to do with this company. I'm definitely going to keep until I break even or even go on the green side of things, and then maybe sell it and look for better investment, because I don't think there's much of a growth. Well, to be honest, there's growth in there, but I don't know. I'm going to have to make up my mind at some point. yeah, we'll see. Visa, I'm up about £100 right now, about 6% up. So yeah, that's the total every single stock that I own in this portfolio. Finally, I just want to show you one more thing, and that's the predictions for the monthly income. So right now, okay, I'm getting about £100, predicted £100 a month in dividends, which is really nice. And that brings us to now where we are with the total income for this month. So in April, we had total of 448 from just the rental income, and then total amount for April, we received £509. In May, we received £506. And then in June, right, we received £631 thanks to that 182. In fact, that's wrong. It should be actually more than that. It should be 190. 100. What was it? 190. Let me quickly show you. Let's go to dividends. It was 194. So that is not even accurate. So to make 600 and some, let's say call it £640 in basically in dividends and rental income, that's really, really good. And this is one of the things that actually makes me happy every single week when I put money into the market, because I know I'm increasing my net worth, as well as I'm increasing the basic returns that I'm going to receive from these companies in the long run. I've got a couple of videos that are lined up to talk about generally investing and why we invest and all that stuff. So inshallah, that will come up very soon. But yeah, that's it. That's everything that I own. That's everything that has happened to my portfolio and so on in this month. If you like this kind of basically content and you appreciate what I'm trying to do, genuinely, I'm trying to be transparent. In fact, talking about transparency, let's go to and have a look at cryptocurrencies. This is terrible. Okay, genuinely, right? I'm down 1,354. I forgot to mention this last month, but yeah, I bought little bit of Solana actually recently. I think it was in April and in June. So yeah, I brought it down my average cost, but it's still down $1,354. Now, am I worried? Absolutely no. I'm just going to leave it there. Like I've said before, this is a bit of a gamble, so I'm not really concerned about it. I'm just going to leave it as it is and then see what happens. So yeah, that's me being transparent, sharing everything I own with you guys. And the family portfolio, I'm going to keep that private because it's now become a bit more family rather than just the children. So we're going to keep that one private, but I'm going to add basically this money, okay, the money that I receive from the rent every single month goes into that portfolio. So that £448 is now gone into a new addition to that portfolio, and I'm going to keep doing that every single month. So that money itself can start growing. So the compound basically impact can take over, whatever, right? This video is too long already. I'm going to shut up and let you guys be. Have a wonderful day. Assalamu alaikum.